So this is the Scottish National Trail. It's a long distance walking route through the heart of Scotland. It's one I've been excited about for a few years now, and getting the chance to finally get out here and give this one a crack is super exciting. This trail is 500 miles through some of Scotland's best landscapes. It travels from Kirkyetum in the south by the English border all the way up to Cape-Wrath in the north coast. It takes in a series of popular walking routes and also certain sections that are completely off trail and unmarked. It's a diverse trail to say the least. Having spent much of the last 2 years exploring New Zealand and the United States by foot, I'm excited to take a step back and explore some of the wild places that are just around the corner from where I grew up. So this is it. Day one of walking the entire length of Scotland via the Scottish National Trail. Scottish border with England, and ahead at Scotland. So the way I look at this trail, you can really break it down into about 4 distinct sections. There's this first stretch that runs from the English border up to Edinburgh, which is mostly just countryside walking with towns every day or so. Beyond Edinburgh, we head towards Glasgow on a series of canal towpaths, which I'm sure is going to be good fun on the soles of my feet. Beyond Glasgow, I'm going to be joining the West Highland Way, taking me up to Fort William, which is technically an alternate from the Scottish National Trail, but sounds like a more fun route to me. And from there, we'll join the Cape-Wrath Trail, and that'll take us all the way up to Cape-Wrath in the north. And that's the majority of the mileage on this trail is up north of Fort William. It's raining, I'm road walking, I've got an iron brew, life is good. Whenever I have one of these, it reminds me of the YHA at the base of Ben Nevis, where me and my dad stayed for a weekend. I must have drunk 6 litres of this stuff. Powered me on one attempt and one successful summit of Ben Nevis. Either Cam.Roweth Ridge, is that the one? Maybe. Great weekend, good memories, tasty. Looks like I matched Scotland at the moment. Chose the right colour for today. We've got gorse and rapeseed. The whole hills are yellow. More garlic. Tasty stuff. I'm gonna grab some of that for my noodles. Some greens for dinner. Sorted. Check out this beautiful little creek we're following. Oh, so nice. I'd love to camp somewhere around here. I don't feel like it's going to be very possible though. Not very flat. Found my camp spot. Just off the trail, start of the Roman Road. It's flat-ish, it's dry-ish. Garlicky. It's good. There's an owl. some sun. Today is going to be great. Alright, so I was just thinking, how did I manage to just bring 650 millilitres of water capacity on this trip? Bit silly, Cam. And look what I've found. Oh, perfect condition, completely empty, and new. Hell yeah. I will give it a clean in the next town, but yeah, I've reached Melrose. Beautiful little town. Edinburgh, number 2. So it's only day 2 on the Scottish National Trail, and I'm already back in love with the British countryside. Rolling hills and little farm cottages really remind me of the South Downs, where I first put on a pair of boots and started walking around in the mud. It's really fun to be back in the UK. I love it here. Beautiful little stretch up onto the moors here. I'm excited to get into the heather. Ah, beautiful. Proper moorland cairn. So just leaving town, swung left. Now we are heading west on the Southern Upland Way. A cross-country trip across Scotland. Just met a guy who's on day 15, heading into town, and he reckons he's got 2 days left. Quite a novel thing. I've always known about Wainwright's coast to coast in England, but so far, Southern Upland Way is treating me to stunning scenery. I'm really loving this little section of Scotland right here. Wow. Wow. That's quite something. My first trig point. Beautiful up on this moor. Just incredible. This is definitely the most scenic part of the trail so far. Left, just classic countryside in exchange for some high moorland. I am feeling very excited about what the rest of this trail has in store. It's pretty special. Classic British views. Doing some maths, and I was surprised myself this morning looking and seeing that it was the 1st of May. For some reason I thought it was already May, so we had 31 days last night. Good morning to you too, sir. Yeah, actually we only had 4:30, so yeah, one less day in the calculation than I had expected, but I should be getting into Edinburgh tomorrow, completing the first section of this. I just very nearly got myself lost. Southern Upland Way goes that way, but I'm leaving it. I just had a bad feeling about going south. Then checked the map. I rarely do. Good decision. Oh, it's so beautiful this morning. Wow, I'm so glad I got up a bit earlier today. It's beautiful light. Okay, it's hot and I'm suffering. These shorts that I borrowed, I normally cut the liners out of them, but Today, well, this trip I decided not to see what they were like with the liners in, and I'm chafing and it's hot and sweaty. I can't do it. I also decided somehow to forget a knife during this adventure, which is costing me the ability to easily remove the liner as well. I am butt naked in a field with rock in my shorts. I have to get this liner out. I hope no one walks along right now. This rock is doing a botched job of cutting this liner out. If nothing else, it's more ventilated now. I've never felt freedom quite like this. Thank God for that good sharp rock. And Patagonia, I can credit you. You do make a strong liner. That is the only thing I'll credit you on the liner for, though. For it sucks. As if there's a co-op here. Carried 2 kilos of food all the way. I did not mean to go in there for a drink. I just really need the toilet. Made eye contact with the barman, so I had to. Nearing around 30k, 40k to Edinburgh, so hopefully going to make it there tomorrow. Yeah, it's definitely putting into perspective this kind of speed that I'm going to need to keep for the remainder of the trail. I've worked out that to be in Shale Bridge when I'm meeting my friend Booster, then I'm going to need to up this pace of around 25 miles a day now, all the way through till the 11th, so that is 10 days, 250 miles. We'll have to see, but at the moment I think it's doable. It's just going to be a bit of a push. We like a challenge. It's the morning of the 4th day on the trail. Yesterday's mist has set in. 6:40. I'm leaving my old quarry at the campsite, heading out into the fog. It is dense. Ooh, dense and cold. Everything in my bag is wet. And there's fog on my camera. Oh no! We were supposed to have just gone past the reservoir. I definitely heard it. Heard the geese. Felt like I could smell it. Didn't see it. We were very close to it. I didn't see it. So this is day 4 on the Scottish National Trail, and later today I'm going to be making my way into Edinburgh. I'm excited to get into town, dry some stuff off. The condensation's been pretty mega, but it should be fun to have a half day off of hiking and have an explore of this city. It's meant to be quite beautiful. I'm sad that I won't be able to spend more time here. So tomorrow I'll be hiking out early on my way towards Glasgow, where I'll be starting the West Highland Way. It's a little alternate from the classic Scottish National Trail, but my plan is to follow the West Highland Way all the way up to Fort William. It's a beautiful trail. I've been out there before, and honestly, I'm quite excited to spend some time surrounded by other hikers. It's definitely been a little lonely these last 4 days in the country by myself, but from here on out, joining the West Highland Way should be a nice respite, and then